Dub Nation and the Golden State Warriors just got the best news yet. You're watching Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Tyler Smith, and the Golden State Warriors just got a season-defining victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on the road, 134-125. It was an absolute prison brawl the entire game, and Golden State was able to find a way to win. They were able to find Steph Curry for 52 points. But I'll talk about Steph in a little bit. We've seen this before from Curry. He is unbelievable. But Golden State, I said season-defining victory because they are no longer in the NBA play-in tournament as it stands right now. They are no longer in the 6th seed in the Western Conference. No, they are in the 5 seed as it stands right now. If the NBA playoffs started today, the Golden State Warriors would match up with the Los Angeles Lakers in that 4-5 matchup. Are you kidding me? With 7 games to go, Golden State is holding on to the 5 seed in the Western Conference. I mean, unbelievable turnaround. 18-2 with Steph and Jimmy in the lineup together. 18-5 overall since the trade. It's been absolutely insane. And it's been absolutely insane here at Warriors Today. I know. This seems like a lofty number to get on this video. And I'm not even asking for all 931 subscribers on this video, but we are almost at 80,000 subscribers here at Warriors Today. If you love the Golden State Warriors, you'll love what we got going on here at the channel. So make sure you go down below and subscribe for daily news and rumors videos, watch parties. We had an awesome time on Tuesday night against the Memphis Grizzlies. Over 2,000 people were in the chat at one time. Be a part of it. Lock us in as your #1 spot for Warriors content on YouTube. Hit that sub button right now as we are on our way to 80,000 subs. So let's talk more about the standings here for Golden State because it's not as cut and dry as being in the 5th seed. They're not out of the woods yet. Absolutely not. They held a half-game lead over the Memphis Grizzlies at this point. As of the time of recording, they hold a full-game lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. However, Minnesota is at the half down 1 point to the Denver Nuggets there in that 3 seed. So a big game for the T-Wolves. However, Golden State also holds the tiebreaker over both Memphis and Minnesota. However, they do not hold the tiebreaker over the Los Angeles Clippers, who they are just 1 game above in the standings at this point, even though they're all the way down at the 8th seed. So absolute logjam going on right now for the coveted 2 spots, the 5 and the 6 in the Western Conference. Golden State has to hold on tight if they want to get out of the woods and not play sudden death basketball. Because over the next 4 games for Golden State, it's going to be tough. They're playing some of these teams who are trying to avoid the play-in tournament. Man, I mean, the Suns, they're trying to get in the play-in tournament. But look at these squads, man. The Lakers next up on Thursday. And then you go right back-to-back at the Nuggets the next night playing in elevation, a team that you did not match up well against a couple weeks ago. And then you play the Rockets, who, they're the 2 seed. Like it or not, they're the 2 seed in the Western Conference right now. They're playing an elite level of basketball. They play unbelievable defense, and they have a great crop of ascending young talent. These are some of the most talented teams in the NBA. The Grizzlies' win was absolutely massive, but you have to go get more against this crop right here. I say you got to win 2 out of 3 of these minimum, and then you got to go beat the lowly Suns. You round out the year with San Antonio, the Trailblazers, and the Clippers, which could be a massive game for seeding there on April 13th, the last game of the regular season. But let's not get ahead of ourselves right now. I'm going to ask you guys a question on stream. What seed will the Warriors be in the West playoffs at this point? With what they have in front of them and what they've done so far, what seed will the Golden State Warriors be in the NBA playoffs? Hopefully, it is not in the play-in tournament at this point because I don't know if I could deal with sudden death basketball. My blood pressure would be through the roof. Let me know what seed you think Golden State's going to be in the comments section. All right, let's talk about it. Oh, my God! Are you kidding me? What a performance. You could tell off the rip that Steph was going to have a big night. But before we get into what he was doing on the basketball court, because it was just pulling from anywhere and the shots were dropping, he was unbelievable. But the whistle that this guy gets, for how much he's given to this league, for how much that he's changed the game of basketball, for him to receive the whistle that he gets or doesn't get for the lack of that matter, because you had Scottie Pippen absolutely hacking Steph up and down the court. You had Jalen Wells hacking Steph up and down the court. You had Ja hacking him. Everybody just playing prison ball with number 30, because that, according to the officials, that's okay. Nothing was called. It was absurd what we were watching out there on the basketball court. There was another play where Ja just shoves Moses Moody right out of bounds. No call, no nothing. There was a textbook pump fake into a jumped defender, and Steph going to draw the contact. They just don't give it to him. It was absolutely embarrassing. But what wasn't embarrassing was Steph's performance. 52 points. 52 points. Only 7 of those came in that fourth quarter. He had 45 through 3, man. He was everywhere tonight. Whether it was dishing out a dime, he almost finished with a 50-point triple-double, for God's sakes. He was there for rebounds. He was boxing out. He was jumping passing lanes, creating turnovers. Steph wanted this game. Steph wanted this more than anybody out there, and it showed. It showed the entire 48 minutes. And welcome to April. Welcome to April, where 30 is playing his best ball of the season every single year. He's averaging 52 on the month right now. I don't know if you guys knew that. 52 on the month. He has been absolutely amazing. We'll talk more about this game in just a moment. More on Steph, more on the other players that dominated for Golden State tonight, because there were some real standout performances and some real big moments down the stretch for some young players on this team. But first, I got to give a major shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports platform because it's daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Just pick a lineup of 2 to 6 player stat projections and just pick more or less. Whether it's basketball, hockey, baseball's in season now. Combine the sports in a lineup if you want, because they have other things too. They got bowling, darts, golf, esports. They have it all on Prize Picks. So pick a lineup, 2 to 6 players, more or less on their stat projections. And Prize Picks is always trying to hook you guys up with incredible deals. Like a free $50 in your account when you sign up using our promo code CLNS. CLNS, like you see in the bottom right of your screen, and place your first $5 entry. But don't worry, you don't have to win that $5 entry to get the free $50. They're giving you free money to watch your favorite sports and win real money in real time, like I'll be doing this weekend for the Final Four. Give me more than 18.5 points for Cooper Flagg against Houston on the Cougars side of things. Give me more than 16.5 for LJ Cryer. And then give me more than 14.5 for the talented freshman in Auburn, Tahad Pettiford. You can tail my picks. You can fade them. Just make sure you go and do it at Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the promo code CLNS for $50 instantly when you place your first $5 entry. Don't even need to win to receive the $50. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. All that information will be clickable down in the comment section and description of today's video. I know we got 52 from Steph. 52. Unbelievable. But so many other players, specifically the other 4 guys in the starting lineup, balled out tonight against the Grizzlies, man. It was awesome. The 3-ball seems to have been found again by the Warriors, and that is a welcome sign here with 7 games to go in the regular season and Golden State trying to make a postseason push. They shot 40% again. Now, keep in mind, Memphis themselves shot 41% from 3-point range, but Golden State was knocking them down. They hit a lull there a little bit in the second quarter, third quarter a little bit. When basically whenever Steph is out off the floor, let's be honest, Golden State does not generate offense as well as they do when he is on the floor. It isn't a hard science to come to a conclusion with. Didn't get 30 assists tonight. I'm not too mad about that, but what Golden State did do is they got to the free throw line a ton, and they hit the free throws at a very, very high clip. 28 of 28, 100% on 28 free throws tonight. That is impeccable from Golden State. They forced 16 turnovers. On the fast break, they got 18. I mean, it was awesome. Second chance points, they had 19. It was fantastic. You could see guys giving it their all, play in and play out all night long. It was fantastic. It's exactly what I want to see from Golden State as they're heading down the home stretch of this season. It was phenomenal. I mean, Steph was hitting every shot that got to him. But can we talk about Jimmy Butler a little bit, man? He is slowly, and you could tell, he's a big game player. At the end of the day, for a game like this, playoff-like atmosphere, playoff-like implications, get 27, 6, and 4 from Jimmy. This is why you trade for him. And it's not like he was hitting fall-away jumper here, fall-away jumper there. No, it's these high point in the basketball when Draymond throws it to him, gives him a lob. Or it's him being available on a cut when he's coming off a screen set for Steph. Like, it is right place, right time, making the right reads, making the right plays, and being that effort guy on defense, man. Jumping passing lanes, getting deflections, doing what he does best, and just being a pest overall on the defensive end of the floor. Jimmy Butler has been phenomenal. Like I said earlier, 18-2. When Jimmy and Steph suit up for the Dubs, Warriors are 18-2. As long as they can stay out there on the court together, the sky's the limit for this Warriors team, no doubt about it. Oh, yeah, and you got a Draymond triple-double. 13, 10, and 12. Now, he probably took too many threes and probably takes a little too much liberty with the fact that, defenses are giving him 10 feet of space outside the perimeter. They probably want you to shoot it, Draymond. So maybe take down the volume a little bit when you're already 1 of 4, because he hit his first one of the game. He hit his first one of the game. So he went 0 for 6 the rest of the way. But what? I can't even care that much when he's playing defense at the level he's playing. I had to guard a 7'4" Zach Edey all night long, and he was making his life hell. The rebounds, pushing the ball up the floor, being that connector on offense. Draymond gave you it all tonight. Draymond gave it everything tonight. But who was there when the clock was running down and Golden State needed to put this game away? How about Brandon Pajemski with that unbelievable tip-in? Steph tried to hit the 3 for the dagger. Night. You already know. But Brandon Pajemski crashes the offensive glass. Yeah, not a glamorous stat line from Pods tonight. No, it wasn't. Didn't hit a 3. Not great. Want him to be more consistent from outside. But he is always going to be in the right place at the right time. He's always going to be giving you effort, 110% effort when it matters big. And guess what? That pays off in a game like tonight where he goes up, tips in the offensive board, and the shot drops. Like, what more can you ask for from Pods? Had a big-time charge take on Ja in the middle of the game. He was phenomenal. He was fantastic. And who hit a big jumper down the stretch of this game? Because let's be honest, Steph, Jimmy, they didn't really close this game. Yeah, Jimmy hit 2 big free throws as well to push the lead in the late stages. But how about Moses Moody on that left wing 3? How about Moses Moody finding his stroke again? 2 of 5 tonight. If you can give me that every single game, Golden State's going to win a playoff series. They might win another one. If Moses Moody can give you this type of production, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for that much. Give me this type of production in the offensive end. And give me good defense. Like just good, solid, hard-nosed defense on the basketball on the opponent's team's best guard, because that's the assignment that he's been drawing. He had to guard Ja a ton tonight. He had to guard all the talented guards on Memphis. If he can, make that happen and be a legend out there on the defensive end and continue to give it his all on the glass as well, sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. Buddy Hield, he hit some big shots when it mattered. He wasn't great tonight, but he hit some big shots when it mattered. Shout out Guy Santos for crashing the glass when it mattered. He was absolutely phenomenal tonight, and I want to see more from Guy Santos moving forward, man. I want to see more run for him because he feels like he's always in the right spots on offense and on defense. Like, he's there, tipping the ball around, trying to generate extra possessions, whether it's on the offensive glass or defensive glass. Like, he is always giving you 100% effort on the glass as that big wing off of the bench that Golden State really lacks. QP was getting his shots up. He had 9 points in, the first, quarter or two. Didn't have a great, last majority of the game. The second half, majority of the game after that first quarter wasn't the best for QP. But, hey, keep putting them up, brother. Keep getting the shots up, my man. That's all he can ask for, day in and day out. I love the effort that he puts in. He's trying his best to get better on defense. Got to be a little bit more disciplined on that end. But overall, man, I loved what I saw from everybody on Golden State tonight. Everybody gave it 100% effort. And if this is the team that we're seeing on a day in, day out basis, come playoff time, they're going to be a tough out in the Western Conference. What's your number one takeaway from this game, other than Steph just being an absolute dog legend? We are not worthy of watching him. What's your number one takeaway from this game? Let me know down in the comment section. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel, youtube.com/WarriorsTV. We're on our way to 80,000 subscribers. We are less than 1,000 subs away from 80K, trying to get there by the postseason. So lock us in as your number one spot for Warriors news and rumors all season, all offseason, into the playoffs. Live watch parties on the channel too. Lock us in. We'll see you guys all in the next one. And as always, let's go Dubs.